Living Power with Dan Hurst.
The eighth characteristic is a tendency to avoid decisions and firmness until they will eliminate greater hurts. A tendency to avoid making decisions and being firm about something until they're just sure that doing so will eliminate the hurt. Is that how we have to do this? We'll find another way that we can solve this. Is there a better way to do this other than just being firm and making some sort of difficult decision? That's a mercy giver. The ninth characteristic is a tendency to be attracted to those with the spiritual gift of prophecy. I don't know why it is, but it's true. And you'll see this over and over and over in the scriptures, that I've seen it over and over in real life too. And, you know, I'm a perfect example of it. I have the gift of prophecy, Marge has the gift of mercy. You know, not that she's attracted to me, but I am attracted to her, so go figure. So here's this thing, that this sense that there's these two gifts tend to hang together for some reason. And a perfect example is Peter and John. Peter had the gift of prophecy, as we've already seen. John has the gift of mercy. And look at what we see, so much of this in the scripture. Luke 22, verse 8. Jesus sent Peter and John together. Go make preparations for us to eat the Passover. Acts 3:1. One day Peter and John were going up to the temple at the time of prayer, 3 in the afternoon. It was Peter and John hanging together, doing things. These guys became really, really good friends. And Acts 4 tells one of my favorite stories in the whole Bible about Peter and John, who were in Jerusalem, and they were arrested for healing and for teaching. They were preaching in the streets, and they were told not to do that anymore. They were told to not talk about Jesus, to stop all of this, that they couldn't do it anymore. And in chapter 4, verses 19 to 20, it says, "But Peter and John replied, 'Well, you know, judge for yourselves whether it's right in God's sight to obey you rather than God.'" Oh boy, what a way to say it. And then I love this, what verse 20 says, "For we cannot help but speak," I'm reading from a different translation, "we cannot help speaking about what we have seen and heard." I love that. I love the fact that they were just so targeted, both the mercy giver and the prophet. We cannot help speaking about what we have seen and heard. And it was Peter and John, these two guys who were just buddies. They were friends. Those two gifts tend to attract each other.